we thought this was a well here, but Bo, he cut a lot of the branches away and we realize it's a stump. Yeah. And we want to clean it up because it is, you know, if you're out here and you're, let's say you're taking wedding photos of the chateau, it would be nice to be able to have a photo without kind of a messy thing in the way. So the old stump tree is cut down, but we have a new tree that has grown in its place. So what do you think?
Yeah, so we're gonna leave the tree to grow and then just clean it up around here. We got a few wells. There's one out there and there's another 2 or 3 over there. So we were hoping that maybe one day we can see if there's water in those wells and use that water to spray around here.
Yeah. Yep.
The plan is to make a park in front of the castle here, and pathways, and of course the helipad out here on the west side, because there's a nice area they can come in and go out again. But I think this can be a very nice castle park.
Yep. And then once we get this all kind of the debris away from this tree and the lower branches cut from this young tree, I think it'll look a lot more orderly and nice. Yep.
We'll trim it. Trim it so it grows nice. So I'm out here in the yard, and I wanted to show you, I started clearing out around this big tree here. You see the ivy on the ground, looks pretty good. And so I'm gonna clear around the huge stem, because I'm just gonna show you the tree. It goes all the way up. So it's actually very pretty underneath, and I started doing this yesterday because I wanted to clear out the whole area so that you could just walk underneath and still keep the ivy though, because the ivy makes this kind of dark green circle below the tree and it looks great. Another thing I want to show you is that yesterday I also started to clear out what I thought would be a well here. So we had this thing over here standing above it, and there was a lot of stuff growing on it, bushes around and so on. So we've just been cutting the grass around this area all this time. But now I cleared it up, and now I want to open up and see. I think we got a well right here. Let's have a look. Oh yes, yes. So let me just take this away. And there we have it. There is a well down there, water and the pipe coming up. And so over here we have what looks like an old compressor. So it would be smart to probably exchange that, and then we would have water for the garden. That's awesome.
So what are you doing, honey?
Well, we did the flower beds last year. We got all this soil here. And if you can talk about something being a pain in the ass, this is a monumental pain in the beep arse.
Yeah.
But we have to get it back so the lawn can grow.
Yeah. Yeah. So today I am cleaning out one of the downstairs basement rooms. Here, I'm about halfway through, but I'm moving all of the stuff from this room, all of this stuff that was here in this larger room, into a smaller storage room down here. I've moved all of this stuff here and a lot of that stuff and that heavy iron bed and just now that shelf. But I'm moving all that stuff over here because I want to expand the gym that I'm building down here into one of the rooms. So I have like all my free weights in the main room, and I want to create a little cardio room. You know, don't have the money right now for a bike or a elliptical or a treadmill, but in time I'd really like to get these things, and you know, so we can have I personally can have a full workout at home, as well as all of the kids, you know, that come and want to work out while they're here. Not other people's kids, our kids. So my thought is that, you know, to have like cardio equipment lined up on this side, and then, you know, to maybe have like a TV on the wall there, and also to do like maybe in this corner or in this corner to do a stretching or abs area. I think that would be really nice. So I have to move all this crap out of here. You know, Bo, he's busy working on his shop over in the outbuilding, and that's, you know, certainly going to be his space. And I thought, well, you know, I don't have money to put into this right now, but I can certainly start clearing space. So this is the room where I'm going to have free weights. You know, this is the room where our heater is, that heats the house. And because of the warm water going through the pipes in here, it gives this room a little warmth. So even in the dead of winter, while this room isn't heated per se, it always is just a little bit warmer, you know, than the rooms upstairs that aren't heated. And so it's perfect for a gym room. Yeah, so I love it. I'm really enjoying it. You know, down here, I'm slowly but surely, you know, I got this squat rack this year, and this has been a game changer for me, you know, because now I can do squats with this Olympic bar, and I can put more weight on, you know, without worrying. It's also given me a cable ability here, so I can do pull downs and rows. And then I've been working on, you know, getting my barbell dumbbell collection together. So I've got sort of 10s, 7 and a halves, and 5s over here, 4s and 3s and 2s here, and you know, a roller to roll out your back and your muscles and everything like that, and then a bunch of attachments here for the machines, you know, so, and some bands. Cardio equipment I'm lacking. You know, we have the walking path outside, and that's wonderful, and I love to use it, and I love to walk around Gluge, but I miss like an elliptical trainer or something. So I got this little stepper, dirt cheap, but solves a problem. If it's freezing outside, I can just step on that for about 30 minutes, and I did it today, and I got really sweaty. So that's going to do the trick. I'm not so sure it perfectly aligns my spine, but it's good for now. I guess I'll just, you know, build it slowly. It would be nice to improve the walls and things down here. I've cleaned this floor so many times, but it doesn't really get clean. So back to it. My free weight room is cleared of a lot of the furniture and stuff that I didn't want in here because it's just clutter and all the equipment and stuff, but it still looks awful until I clean it up because it's so dirty. And you know, some of these little storage dresser type things were sitting on these walnuts. I have no idea why. No idea why those were underneath that dresser. Okay, I have a theory. So look how these walnuts are opened. That is not how a person opens a walnut. And they're pretty uniform. So my guess is that when a little furry friend must have been stealing the walnuts that were set over there and bringing them over underneath this dresser and opening them and eating them. That is my theory. Ich. I hope that's very old. I got these heavy duty trash bags that are like tall and skinny and appropriate for soil once by accident, and I think these are going to be perfect for getting all of the debris out of the basement. Yep. I am sweeping the floor, of which I believe is dirt. I mean, okay, I swept this corner, and you wouldn't think I swept it. But if I sweep too hard, more debris comes up off the floor. So, you know, it is clearly blocks, you know, like kind of like paving stones that were put down in here. I mean, you can see the lines, but they're chipping and coming apart. So, I mean, essentially dirt. So, yeah, I don't know how clean I'm gonna be able to get it. I think ultimately I need to put a new floor down in here, and one that's appropriate for what we want to use it for. Not to mention a little ceiling repair. Check this out. Ooh-wee. Yeah, that's something that's gonna need a little love. Not sure what tool is the right one to really get in here and get it clean, because you know this isn't a priority project, so we won't be most likely putting money behind putting a new floor down. So in the meantime, it would just be nice if it wasn't really dirty. A little dirty is okay, but I mean, this is really dirty. So I guess I'm just going to sweep as best as I can, and then vacuuming just doesn't seem right. But if I get all of the most of it up, maybe, and then I try to mop some. Yeah, I have no idea. I had to really apologize profusely this morning for their bad experience last night, and promise to make sure that they're as warm as they can be tonight. So the oil guy is showing up this morning, thank goodness, and I'm really hoping that that is the issue. Felt terrible. Yeah, but I wrote to Bo and told him about it, and it's hard to look in, someone's face when you ask them if they slept all right, and they tell you how cold and uncomfortable they were. That's really hard. Yeah. This morning when he came to deliver the oil, and he said that even though the oil was low, the system had enough that it would still heat the house. So so that means that the guests that were cold last night, it wasn't really it wasn't that the oil heating wasn't working. Now, they told me that they turned it all the way up, and it's possible that it doesn't work as well at full blast as it does at like a level 3. So I asked them to please keep it at a level 3, and it's possible that they also may be, like me, a bit sensitive to the cold, and so it was just a little bit too cold for them. But in any case, Bo and I agreed that we have to be able to give them a solution outside of just, the having a full tank of oil. I am here at Electro Depot, and I have a fancy new electric heater, so at least I can, give them something to be able to turn on. So I'm back at the Electro Depot for the second time today. I went all the way home to Martel just to find out that the electric heater that I bought does not have a cord that plugs into the wall. And I asked the lady at the desk to be absolutely sure, before I bought the first one, and I used Google Translate too, just to be really sure that we were understanding each other. And she said, yes, it plugs into the wall, and it did not. So I was already late and behind on the things that I need to do today. And anyway, I came back and I got a fella to help me to return the one that I got this morning, and to get a new one that definitely plugs into the wall, and that he says is very good. So it's all sorted, and it ended up being cheaper than the first one, so that's good. This is just not really my thing. Haven't done this kind of thing before. So this is Catherine, and this was the room where our guests were a little chilly. And the truth is that the heaters, if you have them on 3, they heat the room up to about 20 degrees Celsius, which is about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And for most people, that's warm enough. But for some people, I'm a little cold prone too, so I can understand that not being warm enough. We, tried the electrical heaters, and, that you can just kind of wheel in and plug in, and they give off some heat, but it's not really effective, So the solution that we're sticking with is, to have the blanket, to have the quilting underneath the blanket, and then to have some really warm blankets that you can additionally put on the beds in the closet. And so that should take care of it. We've had a lot of people stay in here that were just fine, and even kept the heater on a level of 2 instead of turning it up to 3. And that's going to have to be what it is until we have the time to, double glaze the windows, but that's not going to be soon. So, I do have a little blower, heat blower in my bathroom that I would give to any other guests that are chilly. but that's what we can do. It wasn't a fun process, but I think that's where we are right now.
So in the old days, they used to have cattle in here, and we are going to use it for bikes. So when guests come and stay, they can have bikes and they can go around the area and down to the river and so on. So I just cleaned it up. See, yeah, it's big enough that we can paint it a little bit and have some bikes standing around in here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just clean all the cups.
Cobwebs, yeah. So how was it used before?
They used to have cattle
Mm-hmm.
in here in those days.
And is that where they would eat or something, this
they
trough?
were eating up here.
Oh, they had some chains too. So we keep the bikes in here.
We will in the future.
Yeah.
Just fix it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Put some bikes in here and, you know. So we've been cleaning out everything inside, taking the interior, closets, shelves, and a lot of cups. And so now I want to wash it off, let it dry out, and then later I will paint the walls, fix it up if there's some holes in there. And just basically have a room where we can put bikes, so when guests comes to stay at the bed and breakfast, this is where they can borrow a bike.
I'm vacuuming today this basement room down here, and you know, the vacuum wasn't working very well, and so I changed the bag on the vacuum and I started vacuuming again, and now it works so well that it pulls the loose, well, semi-loose rock right up off the floor. So I have to put it on a lower setting, or I'm going to be here for ages just picking up pieces of the floor. So it's a delicate floor. You know, you can see here, I don't know if it's limestone or what it is, but you can see here, have to be really careful where these pieces, they just come right up. So I will continue and tread very lightly. So I've decided not to mess with this floor anymore. I've gotten as much of the loose debris up as I possibly can, and really it's just so delicate, it needs to be completely covered over with a new floor. So, you know, it's a dirty basement gym, what can I say? So I put my mats here, you know, for groundwork, and just a few mats that you can wipe your feet on before you then get on here and do stretching or whatever like that. And I have my little baby stair stepper here for now until I can afford to get a cardio bike or elliptical trainer or a spin bike, maybe. One of the things that I'd really like. So this will serve its purpose. So an idea that I had was to plant a little tree for each of our family members who came here to visit us. And then over the years, as they come back to visit, they can visit their tree and see how much it's grown. So today, we're going to plant my sister Christy's tree. And she has chosen a little peach tree. Bo is doing the honors.
That's no honor.
So Peachtree de la Christie is in the ground. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Yeah, that looks like it. Nope, nope. 8. Gonna help that one just a little bit. That's an 8 right there. Nice. And then on the other side, oh, 8. That's great. 8 is great. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cool. 9 on that side. 9 on that side. 7 on that side. Can't wait for it to get warm to see those beautiful flowers. Yep.